Hey guys, welcome back to the show Palace. Today we'll talk about Jade leaves the squad to be together with Drake. But before we get into that, we want to first shout out two very awesome apps which you have to download. The first one is called Sinking Space Queen and describes itself the following way. Sinking Space Queen is a game with which users can compete with other users to win. In this, the only motto is to sink the maximum number of ships and rule the space. Sounds interesting, right? You can go get it on the App Store on iPhones and iPads for free. The other one is called Swipe Up Soccer, and in this game, you have to shoot the ball in the goal and beat the keeper who tries to rescue the ball. It's super fun to try aiming as good as possible and shooting as many goals as possible. In fact, the better your goals are, the more points you get per goal. The point of the game overall is to score as many points as possible before the time expires. Also, we want to show you this awesome massage gun. It weighs 0.9 kilograms, is super easy to carry around, is quiet, and overall just extremely enjoyable. It really gives your body an absolutely incredible relaxing experience. It's a must-buy for everyone watching this. Also, it currently only costs $129.99. You can support us and get an extra discount with this link. And with that out of the way, let's head into the video. Jade.
I'm Jade!
Jade's dark purplish hair is pulled back into a high ponytail and tied in a bow with a neon green ribbon. Her eyes are clover green and her skin is fair. She wore a pastel green hoodie with green trim and a white undershirt with a pleated green miniskirt in her previous design. She wore green boots with white knee-high socks. Her facial features remain the same in her newer design, but she now wears a plain neon green sweater with a matching choker. Her skirt is now darker green with two thin white stripes on the ruffles, and she's wearing white knee-high socks and green sneakers. Jade is typically depicted as boisterous, noisy, tomboyish, amusing, teasing, joking, and occasionally mean.
Buff Jade has taken over!
Buff Jade?
She is pretty buff.
She's the loudest of all three females in the squad, and is somewhat sarcastic in her tease jokes to the others. Inquisitor Master's videos contain a lot of dialogue that belongs to either her or Zach. Jade, on the other hand, has a friendly, supportive, and slightly calmer side, which she displays most often when she's with Alex. Jade tries to annoy Zach by pretending to be her girlfriend on occasion. Drake. Drake was nothing more than a recolor of Zach's previous look. His hair and clothes were both blue, and he moved like a sprite. As of November 22, his sprite has been updated. His hair has turned spiky and cyan, and he's dressed in a cyan winter coat. Underneath is a white shirt with a white collar and 3 black buttons. Drake is portrayed as fearless, silent at times, as well as smart and funny. In hide and seek, he's said to almost always cheat with a squad, and he occasionally abandons the others with Zach. He's sometimes mistaken for Drake from the old Nobody Knew He Was a Prince series, but they're not the same person. Drake is a witty member of the group with the fewest nicknames. Their friendship. Friends can provide soup when you're sick, words of comfort or distraction after a stressful day, or a spare bedroom when you need to get away. Mutual support, on the other hand, is the foundation of a strong friendship. In most one-sided friendships, one person bears the brunt of the communication, time, and effort required to keep it going. When they require assistance, they come to you right away. However, when you're in a hurry, you can't seem to get through to them. One-sided friendships can leave you feeling befuddled and hurt. You show concern for their well-being, but unless they make an effort to pick their interest in you and your needs, they will remain uninterested. If Jade's friendship with Drake is off-kilter, we've got him covered with advice on how to spot unbalanced friendships and avoid being drained dry by them. And it's understandable that Jade wants to leave because Drake hasn't returned his calls. She, on the other hand, should stick with the rest of the squad and ignore Drake. Your friend is not permitted to gossip, lie, or in any way harm you. If they follow through, they have the potential to be fantastic. The problem is that they only show up once in a while. Look for the following signs to determine if a friendship is one-sided. They don't open up. Friendships can feel unbalanced when one person doesn't share much. Some people find it more difficult to express their sadness or other problems. They may avoid questions about their personal lives and refuse to divulge anything more than the barest details about themselves. Rather than dominating the conversation, they turn it around on you, putting you in an uncomfortable position. Your interactions may feel flat and incomplete, even if their unwillingness to share has nothing to do with their feelings for you or your friendship. It's difficult to relate to someone if you don't have a good understanding of who they are. Their behavior follows a pattern. People sometimes expect more from others that they can provide in return to cope with the stress. A friend going through a difficult time may lean on others a little more heavily than usual. Of course, that is what friendship entails. When your friends are in need, you are there for them and help them get back on their feet. On the other hand, in a healthy friendship, this actually balances out. You should have no doubts about their willingness to help you whenever possible if you need it. A friend who accepts your assistance but never returns it. especially when you are in need, may not be looking out for your best interests. It's all about them. While listening, a good friend empathizes. If you catch them in a crisis, they may say so, but they'll make sure to check in with you later. In a one-sided friendship, the majority of conversations revolve around their needs and interests. How have you been, you ask, and they tell you about their most recent problems before asking. And you? When you start talking, they seem to tune out quickly or return to the conversation to themselves, saying things like, "Oh, that reminds me of," or "that reminds me of something that happened to me the other day." They tend to make your decisions for you and insist on doing things their way, rather than listening to your suggestions when you spend time with them. What do you think about Drake and Jade? Do you agree that Jade shouldn't leave? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.